People deluded. As you guys know, I've always got one eye open on youth football, and I actually like the Under-20s World Cup because I've seen a lot of familiar faces, but I like to watch different youth tournaments because it tests me. For instance, if I'm looking at under-17s and 20s, I could probably find a wider pool of players at under-17s because I'm more looking for potential for the early encouraging signs. If I then go and look at under-20s, I've written down a lot of players whose careers I'm going to follow and people I'm going to look at a year, 6 months from now. But I'm more looking at players. I set myself the challenge of looking at players specifically that are ready for first team at some level. Probably Arsenal has been my bias right now. And at under-20s, I've seen some 17 and 18-year-olds. But if you're 19, 20, you don't need to be a regular playing week in, week out. But you need to kind of show that you can be thrown in and kind of hold your own, more or less. You never know until these players are given a chance, ironically. But yeah. Two players I've liked the look of. I've liked the look of a lot of Uruguayans. Obviously, I'll do my under-20 scouting vids, but they've got some decent strikers, some decent wingers, a couple of players that play for them that are on loan from Atletico. I think it's not Escobar. Is it Escobar? I think it might be Escobar in the middle. I can't remember his name, but he's on loan somewhere from Atletico Madrid. They've got that winger who can play in a free role as well. He scored in the game from last. They've got Nunez. Is it Nunez, the striker? They've got Rodriguez on the flanks. They've got some decent players playing in their homegrown countries, in Uruguay. So Uruguay got some decent players, but Thomas Carcone, he's a player I like. I like his profile, man. Difficult to find a lot about these players, but yeah. And also like Andrea Colpani. I can never say his name. Colpani. Both of them young, untested. Ironically, the 18-year-old Carcon's got more experience. He's 18 years of age, 10 appearances, 2 goals, and 12 appearances in total for his team. He plays in his homeland, Bio. I can never say that name. You lot know that from Uruguay. Know that country. I mean, know the club in your country. But I like him a lot. 18. He looked to be playing in the central sort of free role in a 10 of sorts. Good dribbler, looks to provoke goal scoring opportunities, makes decisions quicker, good balance, probably can bulk up a bit. But I like the look of him personally, to be fair, man. He's 18 years of age, he's not the most experienced, and he's not playing in the most competitive league. But, I mean, Uruguay, they are strong individuals and have to deal with strong challenges, so it probably has its challenges in its own way. I like the look of him. He's someone I'd look at bringing into Arsenal, whether it's to try and give him in the first team or someone to sell for profit and whatnot. And Andrea Colpani, I like the look of him. When I look into his profile, it feels promising. He's born in Brescia. He plays for Atlanta. These are positive signs. He plays in a midfield role. I like him a lot, people. I think he covers the spaces well. I think, unlike our midfielders at Arsenal, he covers wide positions quite well. He's got a decent engine. And he has got a decent engine, but I must admit, people, he's got that, that cultural thing where it's like they're doing things at one pace. They're very gracious. That strikes me with him, and like I said, that kind of strikes me with him, and at times can that go against him. I do think he's robust, but is he robust enough to play in the Premier League? He's 20 years of age and he's yet to make his debut for Atlanta, or he's played in the youth league and things like that. No, he ain't played in the youth league. Wait, has he? I don't know, but I know he's played in for the under-19s for Atlanta and things like that from the research I did. At 20, you want to be making progress to go and play football, so he might not be ready yet, but I like him, man. I know he, again, so who did Uruguay play in their last game? Whoever Uruguay played in their last game, people, I can't remember at this moment in time. He started, I think before that he got around 20 minutes or so, and before that he came off the bench in the first game, but he didn't get any significant minutes. For Italy, so he did his thing. I didn't mean Uruguay, I meant Italy, people. They drew 0-0, Japan. And to be fair, Japan got some players as well, man. Japan got some decent little lads there that can get some moves and all of these sort of things, people. But I like the look of both of them. More scouting is required. Just a quick word on Colpani. I like the way that he receives the ball. He looks to come deep into this position. Sorry, people. Come into this position, receive it off his centre-halves and spread the ball either flank. I feel he covers wide positions quite well as a midfielder, which you've got to do. And I think he's always there to screen, man. Even if you look at defensive positioning, when opportunities are coming from out wide, he tucks into his defence quickly. I always see him when it comes to defending. He's always about. So that shows you he's proactive and he's thinking. Just how far he goes in the game, you don't know. I'm never here to say these things. I just look at these young players. But on that note, I'm going to get out of here. People, thank you very much for watching and rocking as usual. Deluded.